is Sam Stapleton. I'm a photographer. I like to walk the park and just react to what I find here. The setting, the textures and the colors of the park are just incredible. What I've learned is that if the little bells and whistles go off in my brain and make me think that something's here, is just to listen to that. It's not always right, but passing it by is an opportunity lost. I do know that I feel connected to nature when I'm out in it and photographing it. I become more aware, more observant of what's around me and the details specifically, because the more you look at it, the more you examine each element of an image or a scene, and the more aware you become of exactly what's there. I'm first and foremost looking for something that just appeals to me, looking for that piece of beauty that grabs my attention, and then I worry about photographing it. And sometimes the moment's fleeting and you miss it. That's okay. You were there, you experienced it. I like to look at the intimate landscape rather than the broad landscape. I like to find the sense of order within the chaos of trees and flowers and grasses that at a glance just seem everything's growing every which way. But I try to isolate a piece of the landscape and find a sense of order there. Well, when you take it to an abstract level, you're dealing just basically with color and form. So intentional camera movement adds an element of motion to it. So now you're talking about trees that feel like they're moving, as opposed to the solidness of an oak tree. Now you have a tree that's kind of lifting itself up into the sky. Once you start photographing them up close, macro work like I was doing with the frozen flowers, you begin settling into, flower is not just a burst of yellow or a burst of red. There's a lot going on with any individual flower, a lot of compositional things, structural things, whether it's 5 petals or however many it is. And so you begin breaking it down to photograph an individual flower and see what's really there, what's creating this larger beauty that you saw in a field. And it's just very revealing to me. You learn much more about the structure of the things that you're photographing when you do macro work. Sometimes when you're out in the field and you see an image, you see a scene, you wonder how you can capture it literally. Then you begin to wonder, how can I capture the feel of what I'm photographing? I try to look beneath the literal world and find some meaning or different inspiration beneath that. And I found that what I'm really trying to do is straddle the line between abstraction and reality. I want it to be impressionistic, but I would like it to be somewhat recognizable as, well, this is a landscape. It's sort of a landscape. It's trees or what look like trees, but not exactly. I like it to have a connection to reality, but I want it to be beyond reality.